it's the Homecoming trilogy in the Marvel Cinematic Universe (MCU). In closing, this film does not disappoint. On the other hand, the film lives up to the expectations of many fans for the best Spider-Man film. Released amid an onslaught of rumors, spoilers and leaks that have never been officially confirmed, Spider-Man No Way Home is hitting theaters with high anticipation. This film is not much small talk in the early minutes. He immediately continued the story left behind in Spider-Man Far From Home. Although it seems to be racing fast as Spidey's spider web swings, the tempo of the film slows down in the first 3 minutes. The conflict, which began to appear from the early minutes, continues to grow and involves many parties. Peter Parker, Tom Holland, is also confused. He couldn't stand to see the people around him being dragged into a problem that he thought only involved himself. Distraught and desperate, Peter heads to the Sanctum Sanctorum in New York, which is guarded by Stephen Strange. To Doctor Strange, he asks for help, hoping the witch could cast a spell to erase what had happened. A powerful spell is cast, but Peter's meddling throws everything into chaos. Multiverse cracked. Villains from other Spider-Man universes enter the main timeline of the Marvel Cinematic Universe (MCU). They're after this MCU Spider-Man and want to kill him. All this confused Peter. Strange explains that because the spell was broken, all the baddies entered their world. Hence, they must be returned. In their home world, the villains mostly died at the hands of Spider-Man. Strange's remarks upset Spider-Man's morality. An eco-hero, Spider-Man is against the idea. He wanted to save them. Unfortunately, all of Peter's decisions have consequences. There was a huge price he had to finally pay. Spider-Man No Way Home is the culmination of Peter Parker's journey to find himself as a superhero. The film features Peter Parker as Peter Parker, not a replacement for Iron Man, as he'd hoped in Far From Home. Spider-Man has found himself and is now on his own. On that journey, of course, many obstacles crossed in front of him. Peter's emotional journey here is quite up and down. Until one day, Doctor Strange said that sometimes he forgot that Peter was just a kid. From here, Peter's maturity can be measured at that time. However, his journey in No Way Home was the decider of all. There are many points in Peter's life in No Way Home that lead him to make decisions he might not have thought of. The decision is quite bold and will likely change the direction of the MCU going forward. This is especially so with the continuation of the Avengers. Despite the many holes in the plots of this film, Spider-Man No Way Home lives up to the hype as well as the title. No Way Home, aka Impossible to Go Home, is enough to describe what Peter experienced in this film. That he could not return to the past. He has to move on and walk.